Well, my player is right. So people like I've had people ask the question, "Oh, why'd you up post control?" The reason why you do this on your power forwards and even other builds is this is the way that you get more badge points. You don't you don't raise your close shot. You only do your standing dunk to like a 40, maybe like a 50 something generally. Unless you want like a 70 to a 90 something standing dunk, then that's up to you. But in order to get more badge points on your power forward, you do your driving layup. Personally, I don't do it all the way max so I can get more badge points in other areas, but some people max that out. Some people max out driving dunk, then they max out post control and put the rest in standing dunk in order to get up to like 12 to 16, 12 to 20 actually finishing badges. I would recommend 12 to 16 because there's actually a lot of good finishing badges. One of them gets you hot faster, called Rise Up. Or no, it doesn't get you hot faster. It makes your tendency to dunk when you're in a paint area greater. So that's if you put 4 into that Hall of Fame, 4 into Posterizer, 4 into Fearless Finisher, which helps you with contact layups, which is actually pretty dope. I think a Laker fan put it in the B tier for badges, which is like a top 5 or 6 badge according to him. Most of the badges are below the B tier. A tier he had Posterizer, or S tier was Posterizer, and another S tier he had I'm trying to think. Rise Up was another S tier. So if you're unsure about the Rise Up, there's a top YouTuber named Laker Fan that puts an S tier. So if you're thinking about getting like 6-8 finishing badges and you're gonna be good, I wouldn't recommend it because that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna do 8 finishing badges, Hall of Fame Slithery, Hall of Fame Posterizer, because those badges didn't do me wrong last year. But there's just too many good finishing badges. So like I'm like, why not try to get more out of my player? So I'm at 16 potential finishing badges. I'm also at 15 potential shooting badges on my power forward with an 86 3-point. If my team has floor general, teammate has floor general, that brings me like a 90, and then at 99, that's like a 94. I'm not sure if you can get. Oh yeah, gym rat. Never mind, scratch that. Gym rat doesn't do anything. Yeah, my main range is at 90. I get 15 shooting badges. I mean, what else can you say? I actually went a lot lower than most people on the pass accuracy. The bad thing about it is that I think at 97 I look a lot gold bullet passer. I've had seen YouTubers recommend that you want to fully. Oh, Joe knows. Joe knows says, oh, he's like, oh, me and my buddy's gonna dog you if you don't have Hall of Fame bullet passer. So like he would recommend like an 80 plus. I think it's at 80 pass accuracy, and then at 99 you get 80 forwards, gives you Hall of Fame bullet passer, and that also makes you an offensive threat if you have 80 pass accuracy. Personally, I don't care. I'm a scoring machine. I get more badge points this way. I get gold bullet passer, which is still like faster passes. I have played rec. I know like the first hand pain of getting double teamed down the court and throwing like the fucking weakest lob down the court to your man who was open, but now a lockdown's getting that passing lane because the passes are so fucking slow this year. You want to have at least gold bullet passer. Don't put nothing. Do not. There's a couple YouTubers. I can't think. There's one top YouTuber that says like acts like you don't need that much in pass accuracy. I think it's 2K Labs. Obviously they have their own opinions. They actually work out a lot of the details. He has a really good video he dropped yesterday, 2K Labs, that goes in more depth about what attributes you don't really need, such as strength. He says strength only affects layups. It doesn't affect dunks. And obviously other things like box outs and stuff. But if you want to go watch that video, he has another explanation on pass accuracy. Personally, I think you want at least gold bullet passer, because I see how slow the passes get thrown with it off. Like it's not even viable especially if you're trying to play fives with that longest court. You got to throw it down. You might be able to get away with it park if someone's left wide open, but you're still gonna be throwing short ass passes. They can close out. and could get a potential contest just because you threw a slow pass. So I mean, that's up to y'all, whatever you want to do. But to get more badges, you put that up, put your ball handle low up, put your speed with ball all the way up, and you get, okay, I get 16 finishing badges. If you're an offensive threat, you get like something like 24 finishing badges. And look at all these finishing badges. It doesn't hurt to get all these, because like you get Hall of Fame downhill. If you got like 80 speed, that's gonna help you a lot. Not that you need downhill, because really you should be throwing outlet passes to your teammates, to the ball hugs that play 2K. And then look, you get me as a power forward. I get Dimer eventually. I did not get handles for days because of my pass accuracy is low, unfortunately. But I'm not gonna have that many badges anyways, so I figure my teammates are gonna have that covered. Floor general. I could get break starter as a big potentially, but personally probably not. We'll see how it goes. I mean, in current gen you don't really need break starter, especially if you have a good pass accuracy. Definitely gonna get needle threader, at least bronze. I might try it higher, but I usually don't personally. I know there's people that do a Hall of Fame. Unpluggable I don't really use. A lot of people recommend that. So yeah, like, and if you want to break ankles and shit as a power forward that can speed boost, then you have Space Creator Ankle Breaker. And then speaking of speed boosting, 2K Labs also says if you're like a big, like a power forward, you have to have at least an 81 speed with ball in it. I don't know if it's 81 speed, but I think just to be safe, you want at least 81 speed, because he also said those are two separate stats. When you have the ball, you have 81 speed. You can have a 99 speed but a 70 speed with ball, and when you have the ball you only have a 70 speed. So that's a whole nother thing. But what I'm trying to say is you want to have at least an 81 fucking speed and speed with ball, just to speed boost as a big. And luckily I made this build before he said that, and I managed to watch this video yesterday morning before I maxed the build, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is definitely the build I'm going with, like a speed boost as a big. It's just because I barely meet that requirement. As long as I'm not cold, of course, because when you're cold, your stats go down a little bit. That's just how 2K works. You're not going to be able to speed boost unless you're just... With my build, I probably need to be hot, to be honest. Or at least, like, baseline level of hotness, if that makes any sense. So my interior defense is all the way down. This is, like, the standard way people have been doing this. I know there's people that don't want to risk it, having that low. But if you want to raise your interior defense, let me tell you right now, you're not going to have steel, or you're not going to have something like strength, which goes along with interior defense. You're not going to have, or you're going to have a lower stamina, or you're going to have a 70 vertical. There's no way to do everything you want to do in this game. So, which leads me to my second tip. My second tip is you really want to spend time on your MyPlayer. Like, literally, I spent too much time on my MyPlayers. I spent literally a whole day. Like, I streamed for 12 hours, and the majority of it was just in my career. Or no, that was the day I streamed for like 9 or 10 hours. That was a couple of days ago, but literally all I was doing was making this build, because I had found out about power forwards and how they max out at 85 badges if you build it a certain way. A lot of times it's like more like 80, 82 badges. I think mine's 77, but that's because I didn't make my build how everyone else makes it. How everyone else makes their build, they have 25 steel, 25 interior defense, 25 strength, 70 vertical. Sometimes some of them have 90 stamina, but they are a little faster. They usually have 95 speed, 91 acceleration. Their close shots all the way down. And I think their standing dunks a little more up, and their free throws a little up, and their offensive threats and their pass accuracy is all the way up. So that's how they get like 20 badges in each category. But your physicals are going to be lower, and you're not going to have any steal. And as a power forward, I'm like, do I really want to risk having like 25 strength? I'm not too sure, because for one, when I made this strength, I wanted to be able to dunk on everyone. So I'm like strength, vertical, driving dunk. I don't think it really worked out exactly how I thought it was going to. Past 2K Labs has said that vertical affects the distance at which you can dunk from, like you begin your dunk, but doesn't necessarily affect the animation. I'm not sure if that's true for this game because I've took plenty of like just middies trying to get the edge and dunk, but I don't know, the mechanics are a little different, so I'm not exactly sure if vertical makes a difference, but I know you want to have at least 65 to 70 just to get, you know, elite contact dunks and shit like that. But yeah, just the way I made this build, like that's why I'm making this tip to spend time on your player, because you don't have to make it exactly like I'm making it, because people have their own play styles or whatever they want to accomplish. If you want to be a better 3-point shooter, maybe you can make a 6'7", 6'8" power forward similar to how I did it, but a little bit lower wingspan, and then you can have like an 89 3-pointer or 90 3-pointer. It's just up to you, but you know, personally I've been greening without, even before I had shooting badges. So as far as this current update, it doesn't seem like it's going to be like current gen where you can't shoot without like 20 million badges. So I think it's a safe move going lower on your 3-pointer. Joe knows he made this build with 84 badges, and his 3-pointer is like an 84. And he's like, I would consider him comp, so I don't think he would, you know, just make a 84 3-pointer if it wasn't viable. So, you know, but if you want to do higher 3-pointer, that's up to y'all. Just know that it's going to be really hard to make your MyPlayer, because my first MyPlayer is a point guard. His only defense is he has a 60 block, 95 steal, and a 95 perimeter defense, and I didn't have enough points to do anything else for defense because it's just the way the game works. If you put up your steal, then it takes away so much out of every other category. It's like 1 steal point equals like 4 stamina attributes. You know what I mean? It's the system is really like different, and that's why I suggest that y'all spend extra time on this. And yeah, I mean, that's all I got for this video. I'm trying to like just go along with how my personal progression has been and what I've learned in the first like 2 or 3 days playing the game. And you know, that's where I'm at so far. Currently I don't even have I don't know all the answers, you know, so I'm still figuring it out. But as far as what I've done, hopefully that'll help out some people. And that's gonna end this video, y'all. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Please leave a like and subscribe. That'll help get my videos into rotation. I'm trying to sneak in there for next gen. I paid $800 on this PS4, so I have no excuses, man. I gotta be making content, putting it out there. The last month I was really bad on that, but to be fair, current gen 2K21 is not fun, but either way I could have found something. So yeah, I can't make too many excuses, but you know, now is the time to really capitalize. And like I said, if y'all leave a like, subscribe, share the video if you think it's gonna help anybody. Any friends out there, I know y'all probably be getting the console around the same time, maybe Christmas, hopefully Black Friday if you're lucky. Other than that, man, that's all I got for y'all. Be careful on your builds. There's a lot of demigods this year. Yeah, have a good night, guys. Peace out.